Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of On My Hoops. And ladies and gentlemen, the play-in is come and gone, and it was exciting, and it left us with a lot to talk about. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs are here. So keep it locked. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another one. We back, the On My Hoops gang. Once again, it's your boy John J, and with me, as always, is the one and only D Snow from the GOAT. Holla at him, Snow.
To live and die in LA, it's the place to be. You got to be there to know it. Everybody wanna be, yeah, baby. You know what time it is. It's the playoffs. It's what I've been talking about. What I've been waiting for. What I've been excited about. I can't sleep. I knew it was going down, man, and I'm just excited, man. You can feel it bubbling through my bones, baby. How you been, Jay?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm loving it, man. We had a banging play-in, and I don't know what Charles Barkley talking about, man. It ain't nothing but intrigue in this thing. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's win or go home, man.
Hater, man. I don't understand that dude, man. That's a whole show we could talk about him, but yeah, man, the play-in was lit, bro. We saw a lot of intrigue, man.
Yeah, man, without a doubt. And ladies and gentlemen, please let us know in the comments what you thought about that play-in. Let us know if it was intriguing to you. And please, if you have not already, help us out. Drop a like, share, subscribe, and comment on this show, man. Go ahead and get involved, man. Your voice needs to be heard just as well as ours. But yeah, man, that play-in, man, it was fire, man. Yeah, Charles, I think he was just trying to hurry up and get up out there, man. He wanted to get up off that set and go and get some donuts and some golf or something going on.
Too late for Charles, man. You know it's past his bedtime, man.
Bedtime,
yeah. Cranky, man. He been doing a lot of work lately. He did the NBA, then they did the college. I think he's just tired, man. He's tired of making all those millions.
Yeah, right. Talk about it.
It was a trip, man.
Talk about it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get right into this thing and this play-in, how we got here. So congratulations to those Atlanta Hawks, LA Lakers, Miami Heat, and the Minnesota Timberwolves for securing a spot into the playoffs with some fantastic performances in the play-in. Real quick, D Snow, just, give a little reminder. Talk to people about what you saw in that play-in and how you enjoyed it.
I mean, hey, for one, we saw the coming out party of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hey, the Minnesota Timberwolves played some ball in the game they lost, including the game that they won. They bringing energy. They're saying the right things. Cat is finally starting to show us he can play some ball. Gobert all of a sudden woke up from the grave. I mean, who is he, the Undertaker?
No, for real.
It was nice.
First he said he wasn't going to play.
And the thing is, I was actually expecting them to implode, bro. I didn't expect them to come out and play well after the whole little punching, the little fest that they was doing, because that wasn't a fight. That was a pillow fight,
I gotta hear that again. Him downstairs.
Y'all two grown men punching each other in the chest. Okay.
No, for real.
But no, man, it was nice to see them boys come back, play well together. No doubt about it, Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, after the way they played the other day, for them to come back and put it on the Bulls and to put it on them in a strong way, shutting down, Zach and Jimmy Butler, actually showing us playoff Jimmy again, because people was doubting playoff Jimmy. So,
yeah, without a doubt. And if you don't mind, I want to jump in right there before we move on to the next game, because somebody that don't get credit, they called it to a T, is Shaq. Like, there's a lot on this show that, people are like, oh, Shaq kind of bores me, or the antics, whatever. But he called it to a T. He said it would take for Jimmy to go 30 to 35 points. He had to go 20 plus in the second half, or else it wasn't going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what they needed to do to win. So, shout out to Shaq. I want to give credit where credit is due. And that was a great call. And everybody sees the jokester, but
let's be honest
give him credit for his
let's be honest here too. Shaq also said that the Sacramento Kings was going to start being better. He was talking about them 5 years ago. So Shaq,
he part owner of that team or something like that too, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, he saw that maturation of things being turned around. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Right.
No, man, and that was big, bro, to see Jimmy step up like that because, hey, shout out to Max Strus and whoever hit him with passes in the gym. Because, man, hey, 23 in the first half, man, it's a whole bunch of Hall of Famers that can't say they did that before. So that was big.
It was a game about kicking the team out of the playoffs that kicked you off the team.
Yeah,
Max Strus and Jimmy Butler, they had revenge in their minds. It was personal for them, and you can tell.
They came out hooping. I mean, shout out to DeRozan. He came to play as well. He did his thing. Yeah. Kobe White. Hey, let me tell you something. Before we move on to the next game, we dog Kobe White and we dog Patrick Williams a lot. But I gotta say this:
Kobe White.
Over the last 10 games, including the play-in, those two kids played tough. Not only did they play well, but they didn't look scared. They didn't look afraid of the moment. They looked like they were finally ready to step up. I'm happy the Bulls didn't trade them. They some nice pieces going further. They played. Hey, man, we gotta go to the next game, but we gotta start. We gotta start a five Billy D campaign. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll say that for some off-season discussion.
What I was waiting on and what I was saving, man. The Los Angeles, and by the way,
but I will say about Kobe because I've been on Kobe for the last couple of years when y'all was saying it wasn't no fans but me and his mama.
We were saying trade. You stuck by his side, and I'm not gonna lie. Tell you who you reminded me of, man. I saw some Ben Gordon in that boy the last couple of games. That dead ass shooting and just on it at that right moment where he could just in spurts give you something. He looked very confident out there, man. So it's hopeful.
And he still got some. He still got some developmental work to do, but yes, the trend is looking good.
Oh, looking very good for him.
But yeah, go ahead and get into that squad that you wrapping on your head.
Hey man, the LA Lakers, man. And by the way, I should have on my Swami cap because I said the Lakers and I said that the Bulls were gonna pull it out and get into the play, and I said that. I didn't, I was hoping that I didn't expect the Bulls to do a lot. You know what I want? I want us to go for that top 4 pick. Hey, to the pick gods. Sprinkle a little something on Chicago. And hey, somebody said if the Chicago Bulls get the number 1 pick, because I know I'm getting off topic. They said if the Bulls get the top 4 pick, it's rigged. And I looked at it, and I'm not gonna lie. The last 20 years, the Bulls have had a lot of top 4 picks. A lot.
No, you're looking at it wrong then. No, you're looking at it wrong because you gotta realize that we failed.
Oh, we was hurting. Oh, we was bad.
No, that's not what I mean. No, that's not what I mean. When we were supposed to, we were bottom 3 and ended up getting a 4. Like we've been losing a lot in the lottery. It ain't been on our favor since DeRozan, not one time.
But we've had Eddie Curry. What's my man?
It's not falling in our favor though. That's what I'm saying.
But it was a lot.
If you in as the 3rd worst team and you have the number 4 draft pick, that means you lost in the lottery.
Yeah, but that's what the lottery is all about. It's about giving everybody a chance and not giving the people that tank the best chance. So,
but that's what I'm saying. It doesn't go in the Bulls' favor.
So you're saying
they have not had.
That's not. There's no hate for no reason. They just hate the Bulls just to hate the Bulls.
Exactly. That's all that is. I mean, the draft has not been benefiting the Bulls. Yeah, the lottery has not benefited the Bulls. Yeah, and if they win the lottery, that will be finally.
Now, and think about this.
It helped us.
We're both in a lot of sports groups. We talk a lot of sports. You can't go into a group or a day without seeing some type of Bull hate or something pulling up from Jordan, Scottie Pippen, or something. It's always something going on with the Bulls. So I think it is just carried on hate. We're gonna leave it at that. But
let's get back into the Lakers because we definitely gonna have some draft talk, some lottery talk.
Hey, bro, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about the Lakers might have a chance to run the table. I mean, I wish I had my sunglasses because if you ask me, it's looking so bright. The sun is so bright. I'm gonna need some shades. But I will say this, man. The Lakers are playing very well right now. Everything is clicking. To see exactly what's going on where LeBron is starting to be more of a passive guy, not try to take over until he needs to. It's helping him to be able to wait and be able to be Superman at the end, which is what you want. You know, KD's still playing. He's not hitting the ground as much. You know, the biggest contribution I'm seeing out there right now is just seeing the togetherness that we're seeing from everybody. I see a lot of Darvin Ham hate online, man. These guys, they hate on Darvin. To me, I think it's so wrong to hate on a guy in his first season coaching the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the most storied franchises in all of sports. Do you understand what it takes to coach the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron to be on that team? Do you understand what kind of circus that is? I think guys get mixed up in just the numbers in the game itself and don't understand the other side of it. Like, that's a tough job, bro. We've seen a lot of guys go through that job and fail miserably. You know, so shout out to Darvin Ham in his first season getting these guys in. And, I mean, the first person they're playing, I mean, I think it's going to be a great matchup. I'm excited to see what they're going to look like against the Grizzlies. I think that it's going to go 7. I'm expecting a long series.
Hold on now. I got to, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. I got to teach D Snow. I got to teach D Snow what it means to dangle the carrot. We got a whole segment we're going to review with that.
Say who? Just because I got on these colors don't mean that's what I'm rolling with. This is the horse I rolled in here on.
Well, yeah. Just real quick, and we're gonna break down because we're gonna break down each one of these first round matchups. But just what stood out to me in the play-in, what will probably never be forgotten out of all of the games this year. And once again, congratulations to all the winners, well deserved. But DeRozan, DeMar's daughter, to me, that is the story of this year's play-in. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry if that just pierced your ears while you got your headphones in. Hey, bro. But it was a movie. Like, you couldn't have wrote a better script than that. I mean, the girl, I'm not 100% sure if she was born there or she was born at his home in Cali, but, you know, that was home for the beginning of her life. You know, and she started off watching her daddy play there, and to go there and be probably the main reason why they got sent home was poetic, man. It was a beautiful sight. It was fun to watch, but was not so fun. I don't know if you saw the next day it came out that she was receiving threats. They actually had security escort her out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. I did notice that as the game started to turn into the Bulls' direction and the Raptors continued to miss free throws, I started to hear grown people starting to try to do exactly what she was doing. And it was kind of funny to me because
that pitch don't quite pitch right, though.
But at the end of the day, the amount of media coverage and online social media coverage that this little girl has gotten over the last couple of days, it's ridiculous to me, and it's sad. It shows the state of sports where we are right now. Because, hey, you're a professional. Go out there and hit free throws. I don't want to hear nothing about some little girl screaming, stopping you from being the best player on the floor. That's ridiculous.
Some of it was fun, though.
It was some fun, but at the end of the day, man, them just excuses. And if y'all riding off that, I will clown every person on that team, everybody in that arena, including the owner. If y'all ever come out and say, "Oh man, it was because of her," what? Really? We've heard people call it everything, but they know.
and here's the thing: I will give you the first few times. If you on this squad, I'll give you the first few times because that was a jarring, alarming horror scream. It's like when you hear a scream like that, you like, is somebody in trouble? Like, so I give you the first few. But 18 of them? Nah, bro, that's on y'all. Nah, it's on y'all. Nah, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. So
it was pretty alarming, though. I'm not gonna lie. She practiced that somewhere.
Yeah, that was jarring. It was like, is she okay? Is somebody dying? Like, what's going on here? Somebody save her. Y'all just gonna let her keep doing this shit. Somebody save her. But I thought it was cool. United Airlines came out and tweeted like, "Hey, DeMar, if you want her there, we got her." Like, that was cool. I'm sure the teachers was like, we got a homework packet ready to go if you want to go ahead.
The Miami Heat, they tweeted out and
with the seats covered up.
Covered in caution tape, talking about no screaming allowed. I'm like, man, I said they are really carrying this story. Like, come on, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. On one side it's cool. On the other side, I'm like, come on, man. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's just once it got to the threats, that's going too far. Like,
come on, man. She's a child. Like, let it go. But that's
threaten your man. Threaten your man. Teach your man how to shoot a free throw. Teach your man how to squabble.
That's the prize pick in DraftKings fans, man. That's what's wrong with sports these days. It's y'all.
Underdogs.
Right, come on, man. Y'all worried about that little paper, that little $5, $10 you bet, man. We just try to enjoy the sport. And hey, let's be honest. Shorty was a difference maker. Gotta get.
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt.
You might have never seen nothing like that again. And I'm not gonna lie.
She was player of the night.
A microphone under her seat or something, bro. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, she's very talented.
Oh, no doubt. Shorty got pipes.
Nah, for real. But the play-in, it was spectacular. It was some fun hoops. So, ladies and gentlemen, get in those comments. Tell us, what was your favorite moment of the play-in? Did you enjoy it? Do you want to keep it here? Do you think it's trash, or you want to see it gone? Let us know. I talked to somebody face to face, and just my day-to-day life. And he wasn't really a fan of it. He thought it wasn't fair to like the 7 and 8 seeds. So, I mean, let us know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think this is fair?
Yeah, and I feel like, before I go to the other thing I was going to say, I used to be against it until I really looked at the big picture. It's giving a little more excitement to the game. It's giving these other teams with the lower, smaller markets a chance to get in and get some type of fanfare, some type of playoff atmosphere. And it's just creating more urgency and more fun in the game. Anything that's going to enhance the game, I'm going to be with. You know,
that's the thing. You just said urgency. It's creating more urgency. Yeah, and not only that, but you're getting the first round matchup with a team that just went through 1 or 2 elimination games now. So you're getting that back against the wall mentality already. So it should make for a better first round matchup.
And you're giving that the top teams a little bit of a rest, what they deserve.
They got a week off.
Yeah, they deserve that. They played well during the season. So it's a lot of pluses on it. And my favorite thing about the whole plan was the Bulls losing and having a chance at that top 4 pick. Shout out to Chicago Bulls, man. 7% chance. Hey, but 7 is better than nothing. And we got our hat. We got our hat in the ring. God damn it.
I'd have much rather been in the playoffs.
Come on, punch my ticket out of Silver.
I'd have much rather been in the playoffs.
We weren't in the playoffs.
We weren't in the playoffs. We were not. The playoffs started today. We had our end of season press conference today. That was our
playoff. We had a couple of games and we went 1-2 and we went on. It was fun.
There's only one playoff.
See you in a couple of weeks, Bulls fans.
It's called the playoffs.
Let's see who the Bulls send for that little draft lottery situation. I'm excited to see who shows up.
You know what? I hope and pray that it works out. I am not hopeful. The main reason I wanted to compete for the playoffs, I don't believe in the lottery. It does not work for us, hardly ever. So to all those people that think the Bulls be getting lucky in the lottery, that is not the case. And that's why I don't give a damn about having that pick, because we're 9 times out of 10 going to lose it.
Hey, Bulls fans, if you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. We need to take that away from Orlando. That's all I care
about. I would have rather not given Orlando a lottery pick.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it is what it is. I'm sorry, this is not the Oma Bulls show. So,
it's
ladies and gentlemen, baby. I know y'all don't want to hear it.
Extra intrigue out of them to what a great and wonderful season this has been, man. Seriously.
Yeah, no doubt. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, let us know in the comments what you thought about that play-in and what was your favorite moment. But moving right along, the actual playoffs are here, and it kicked off today. I know we're a little behind the 8 ball to be giving our picks, but guess what? It's a whole series, so we can still do that.
Right.
But it kicked off today with the Sixers and the Nets, and it was a dominating effort by those Sixers. And me personally, I think it was just a start of more of what's to come. I think D Snow, I think the Sixers are primed to go ahead and run away with this series, and I think Brooklyn may get a game, but they'll be lucky too. I think I'm calling a sweep for Philly. What you say?
Hey, shout out to the Brooklyn Nets. What a whirlwind of a fireball season they had with everything that has happened. Going from having two of the best players to ever play the game on their team, having one of the longest winning streaks of the season, being in first place and having the best record during a point of the season, to losing all of that, flipping that team into something totally different, and still surviving it all and making the playoffs with a pretty decent seed. So shout out to those guys. But I'm not gonna lie, man.
Mikal Bridges.
Hey, Mikal Bridges as well as Cam. Cam Johnson has a future in this league. We both always liked him. We've wanted to see him on a couple of different teams. He has a chance to just go all out. Him and Mikal is a nice matchup, nice package with everything else they have. All those draft picks. The Nets have a bright future, you know. But right now they just ran up against a sledgehammer. You know, the guy who we calling the MVP is still MVPing. You know, I mean, Joel Embiid is in the house and he ain't playing right now. Right now, he putting belt to ass. Anybody want he can get it.
And they got production out of Harden. Like that's a game changer because he don't produce in the playoffs.
Today. We saw Vintage Harden today. If we gonna continue to see Vintage Harden and he's crossing and dribbling, lulling people to sleep and hitting threes. Oh man, he's already averaging 8 to 10 assists a game. If he can hit that three to go with that, man, Embiid is gonna give you 30 and 10. Hey, they got a nice squad. We gonna see them go far, man. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. I think they have a chance to really upset a lot of what we thinking if those two guys can play up to that superstar level. But they got to do it for the whole playoffs. We will see in time to come.
Yeah, no doubt. This Sixers team, they got the eye of the tiger, man. Bringing in Tucker in the offseason was big. These are his moments. And if you can continue to get production out of James Harden, the sky's the limit. I think if you get production out of him, this might be the team to represent the Eastern Conference in the finals.
Yes, sir.
I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I mean, they're with him helping, being involved, producing something he never does in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's house money at that point.
Yeah.
They're not ready for that.
No doubt.
No
doubt. And they got a deep squad with a deep bench, and they got one of the best storied head coaches of all time, Doc Rivers, that has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. So, hey, if they can continue to play the way they're playing, the way they've been playing over the last 20 games, period, sky's the limit for that team, man. You know, seriously, yeah.
No doubt. So, give me your prediction. I said the Sixers in a sweep. What you got?
Oh, man, I'm going to say the Sixers in a sweep as well. I don't think this is going to last long. I think this is going to just be it's a couple of them I think going to be sweeps, as you're going to see. But I think this is one of them where I think it's just too much for the other team. Even once they go on the road, I think it's still going to be average of 10 to 15 points by each win. I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to just be they're hungry, and these guys aren't ready for what they want. They want a bigger prize. So I'm excited to see.
I think you're going to get 4 really good games for 40 minutes. You're going to get 4 really good 40-minute games.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get to see the bench. You're going to get to see the bench.
but 8 minutes of those games is running away.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be bench. It's going to be, what we call it, what do they call hot dog in time.
Something like that.
Go get your bomb,
yeah, no doubt. So, yeah, we both got the Sixers. Ladies and gentlemen, hop in those comments. Who you got in this series and how many games you got. I'm anxious to see. I'm gonna go toe to toe with you. I'm gonna go back and forth with you. So go ahead, get in them comments and get involved. And if you call me, I'm definitely gonna put you on.
We ain't never scared.
I'm gonna talk about it on this show. I ain't got no shit.
We ain't never scared.
So that's gonna be a fun one. But moving right along to the second game we saw today. Those Boston Celtics taking in the first play-in win of those Atlanta Hawks. This is another series that I think is going to be some fun games. You got some really entertaining players for this new NBA in this game. But I believe that those Celtics are too strong, too cohesive, and they're just too ready and too focused. I believe this one is also a sweep. Atlanta may be able to steal a game at home, but this Boston team is just too good and too strong, too physical. too vet savvy. They just been there too many times before. That's the thing. Too many. What you got? What you say, Snow?
I mean, the Boston Celtics have been in this position the last 5-6 years in a row.
These kids, NBA lives, they were born into this.
Oh, these dudes are seniors out here now, and they're all under 30. I mean, plus,
you may have adapted to the dark. I was born in it.
Plus, they got a healthy Horford, the Time Lord. They got a healthy, center back. I didn't know that the big guy was going to play. I look up, he blocking everything in the world out there. What's the big guy?
Robert Williams.
Yeah, Robert Williams, man. That was a big addition, as well as having a healthy point guard, a healthy last year defensive player of the year out there doing his thing to go with, your double trouble, Batman and Robin, and they kind of play. And I mean, we know just like Philly, they're looking for a bigger prize. They know they need to get through them quick because they know what's up next. Either they, no matter who they face, it's going to be a tough mile to climb on that next game for them. So, I mean, no doubt, I think this is going to be a sweep. Shout out to Trey. I'm a Trey Young fan. It's funny watching him and his new coach, game plan. And, it's weird when I see them because it's like, I don't know, seeing the new coach and everything. And I ain't got nothing against coach, We've seen Quinn.
I like Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, we've seen Quinn on other teams. Nothing against him. I think he's a decent coach. I've never seen a team, NBA team, bring in a coach at that time and everything work out in my life.
Yeah, it was too late. It was too late
to try that. So I think, that's going to come up to bite them in the ass. The only way that the Hawks can steal a game from them right now, to me, Trey going to have to put up 40 and 10. Seriously. He's going to have to really go off and have one of those Trey nights, and I don't see it happening. I see that defense locking down. The Celtics play some really suffocating defense. Right now, they are thirsty. They're hungry. They know they're thinking next round already. So I think it's going to be a sweep, man. It's going to be quick and easy. You saw what was happening today. They was up by 30 at halftime. So
yeah, I'm with you on the sweep. I will say though, I get the Quinn Snyder pickup for them. It was just time. It was too late for him to really affect this season, but I commend him for getting a jump and getting him before anybody else could next season. So there is some positive in that. He can get right into building his system out right away. So there's some positive. But yeah, I agree with you. Too much change, too little time. Boston is just too damn good. Point blank, period. Moving along to the game that as of this recording is going on right now as we speak. And man, it is a fun one. This whole series is going to be a fun one. Ain't no sweeps here, folks. ain't no sweeps here. This is where it really, really gets real.
It's going down.
Yeah, buddy. And it's looking tough. Like I say, I don't have a time machine. I can't jump ahead to say who's going to win this game, but the Knicks are in the lead currently as we speak, late in the fourth quarter, but Cleveland is making a run. So it's going to be tight games this whole series. And right now, D Snow, I think I'm going to have to go with this series going a full boat. I see 7 games, and I think Cleveland's going to pull it out, but it's going to take 7 games to do so.
And now,
what you think?
On my hoop fans, the real drama begins.
Is this where we differ?
So, as y'all all know, we are also Bulls fans. We watched Tom Thibodeau do his thing for a long time, and I really believe that defense that the Knicks play and what they're gonna bring, I think it's really gonna mean something. Hey, this is the most intriguing most intriguing first round, series of all of them to me right now. This is the one that everybody's going to be watching. I'm going to go down right now saying that this series is going to be talked about for years to come because we're going to see a lot of punches thrown. We might even see a fight in this series. That's how serious and how tight this series is going to be. But for me, I think that Jalen Brunson, as well as, the rest of the Knicks are really going to bring it. Randall has really stepped up and into a new atmosphere that some people didn't think he had. Right now, the Lakers are kicking themselves in the butt for just kicking them to the curb like they did. That kid has really grown into something more. And I'm going to go out on the ledge, man, and I'm going to say Knicks in 6, man. I think that I think the first time having some games in New York again that matter, I think it's going to be pandemonium. I
mean, they was just in the playoffs 2 years ago. Everybody
like I said,
so long.
This is different, though. This is different.
It was
right
a 4-5
now
matchup.
You got to remember, the Knicks fans are some of the most overzealous fans in the world. So if they think that they got a chance, oh my God, they turn and they go bananas. Right now, they talking about it, orange and blue skies. Orange and blue skies. That's all I hear. Everybody go orange and blue skies. But no, man, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, man. Hey, Knicks in 6, man. Knicks in 6.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go. Like I said, Cavs in 7. Cavs, I think, got the better player and the better defense. So yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. I'm to go back and forth and a week's worth of I told you so's back and forth. That's gonna be
with you too. Like Donovan Mitchell is the best player on the floor, and he acts like it. If anybody saw this dude, the energy he's bringing in today's game, if he brings that for the full series, I think he might be drained the rest of the whole playoff. Like he running around and he jumping over scores tables out the blue ball, and Donovan Mitchell is just like
it's that time of the year, man.
Hey, no,
and go to that reserve bank.
Beating the Knicks mean more to him than winning the ring right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This kid is he's gonna average 40 this series.
Oh, no doubt about it.
He's averaging 40 this series.
Yeah, he can't stop him. And that's why I laugh when people talk about the small guard stuff. Like he plays so much bigger.
He's strong, though.
He plays way bigger than he is, and he's proven it. Like we talked about a lot during the season, it's no reason why he shouldn't be considered with a couple of votes for MVP. For the way he's played, putting in as many games he has, as well as carrying the Cavs to that number 4 seed in the East.
Most definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, get in those comments. What you think about this series? Who do you think will advance? I feel like this series, and on the other side, the 4-5s on both sides are both the most intriguing to me. Whereas my counterpart says this is his 1, my 4-5 on the other side is my 1. But they right there. They right there. These are both the most intriguing matchups.
Hey, this giving me that old school 90s type of playoff feel.
I'm with it.
It's chippy. They don't like each other. They want it. Both teams want it as bad as the other team wants it, and that's what I love to see.
I'm with it. This is going to be a fun back and forth, punch you in the face type series.
For real, this is going to be about coaching in this series. Watch. This is going to be about coaching. Watch.
Yeah, I give you that, no doubt. So moving right along to another series that's going to be fun, man. A lot of intrigue, and pretty much the whole world right now is calling an upset. And I'm talking about the series that kicks off later on tonight after this Knicks game. Warriors Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, Warriors Kings. And even myself, early in the season, I know you remember Snow. I told you I'm pretty much giving up on Golden State. But what did I say? I said this is one matchup that works in their favor. I said if they ended up with the Kings, and that's not a disrespect to the Kings, I don't feel like everybody else when everybody is saying that all of the teams want to go against the Kings. I don't think that that's a good matchup for every team in the West. But I do think it's a matchup that works well for Golden State, and I do think that close vicinity to Golden State helps the Warriors and that fan base. They got a fan base that's got some money and will travel. Let's just be real, ladies and gentlemen. So this is another series. This is hard, man, because you know me, Snow. I like to go against the grain. When everybody is going left, I feel like I have to go right. And I've been saying that this is a matchup for the Warriors, that this is the matchup that the Warriors can win. But I'm a little bit nervous that so many people are picking the Warriors. It makes me feel like I have to go right.
Champs, bro, come on.
I know, man, but me, how I get there. I feel like I have to go the other route just because so many people are going this way, but I think I still got to stick with the crowd and go Warriors in 7.
You're smart, man.
That's called dangling the carrot. You see how I did that and set that up and drag that out?
You're a smart man. That's still smart, man. I mean, reason being, hey, not only are they the defending champs coming back to defend their crown, 2, I mean, hey, we've all seen the resurgence and the reemergence of Klay Thompson. Klay has been playing very well this year, but I think the biggest factor that's going to really matter is a fresh Wiggins. I mean, the man ain't played in how long?
Wiggins back.
He ain't played in a minute, and the thing about it is the type of player he is.
It feels like a whole damn year.
And think about this: the type of player he is, he could be rusty. We just need you to cut, dunk, and play defense. I'm
expecting some rust. Like, he's in great shape, but basketball shape is different.
But I think it's different. They don't run plays for him. Right now they don't have to because Klay is able to do what he's doing again. Plus, this is when Draymond is going to get a chance to be more of Draymond. They let a lot more go in the playoffs with the play, with the roughness, with the mouth. They let we've been seeing it already today, just how much more they let go. And I think this is a chance for Golden State to finally rear their big heads and do what they do. And let's be honest here, man. I have been a Sacramento Kings fan all season. Shout out to them, salute to them for breaking some records that are amazing. Making it to the playoffs, consecutive seasons of consecutive wins, all kind of streaks they broke. That was stuff they hadn't done in almost 20 years. And what's funny is I'm like you on this one. Because in my heart, because I do got a lot of love for them and I've watched them play a lot, I kind of want to real
chance.
I kind of want to say that they have a chance to win this one in 6 or 7.
They do. They have a real chance. There is no answer for Sabonis.
My gut tells me from what I've seen, just the things I've seen them let Draymond get away with. I would never forget the time when he fouled Jaylen Brown and landed up with his feet on Jaylen Brown back. Like, that was the funniest play. That's better than any kick he's ever done. He fouled this man, and they both roll on the ground, and you end up with both your feet on top of this man's body. There is no way that this happens in regular life, but it's comical the stuff he gets away with in the playoffs. And I'm gonna go with Golden State in 6, man. I think they're gonna win the first one tonight. I think they're gonna go home, win the ones at home, and then they're gonna get one more on the road. I think it's gonna be tight, right? I think Silicon Valley's on the move. Hey, I think those tickets are getting gobbled up by Golden State fans because, for one, there's Sacramento fans out there that will buy those tickets and sell them, because if there's somebody from Silicon Valley willing to pay triple, what you gonna do? Feed your family and go see the Kings? Yeah, they're gonna feed their families. So guess what y'all gonna see going on in Sacramento? A whole lot of blue and gold being waved in those stands. So it's gonna be home games for them, and I think that's gonna be one of the deciding factors, bro. So yeah, Golden State in 6, man, straight up.
Yeah, I can dig that. But I do believe that the Kings absolutely have a shot.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Sabonis, I don't really see much of an answer for him. So they got a shot, but I'm with you. I'm going with the Warriors.
Yeah.
But I will say push it to the limit. I'll give them 7 games. And ladies and gentlemen, just to show you how right now the timing it is right now, congratulations to the Knicks. Knicks just took game 1. It's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tight one.
Like the boy D. Snow says, I don't know a lot, but I do know basketball.
He does that all the time. Like he just called something.
Knicks in 6.
Like we didn't say this was going. Like he picked 6. I said 7. Today didn't matter as far as.
That means 4 wins against 2 wins. That means the Knicks are going to basically dismantle the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hey, shout out to my boy Donovan.
Cavs in 7. Cavs in 7.
Knicks in 6. It even rhymes.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this Kings and this Warriors is going to be a good one. Let us know in those comments who you got.
Steph the Chef Curry.
Moving right along to tomorrow, first game of the day, the Grizzlies Lakers. This is a fun one. This is another one. Well, a lot of people are expecting the underdog to come on with it. And if I'm being 100% honest, ladies and gentlemen, I'm inclined to agree with them. I like the Grizzlies. And this is why I refuse to pick winners and losers before we had these matchups ironed out, because the matchups are everything. There were certain matchups where I felt like the Grizzlies can go all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Their team is that good. I believe in them that much, but I feel like they caught the short end of the stick. They pulled the short straw. And I think the Lakers can beat them. No Steven Adams. That's hurt. That hurts. That's huge for this squad. Jaren Jackson Jr., we love this kid, but he gets into foul trouble like regularly. And I think the Lakers are just going to be too big and too fast for him. And I'm going Lakers in 6. What you got, Snow?
You already know where I'm about to go. So, I'm going to say this, man. I think the Grizzlies going to win game 1. I think the Grizzlies are going to win game 1. Reason being, the Lakers have put in a lot of energy to get to where we are. The Grizzlies have not only been playing well, but they're getting a fresh Ja Morant back. He's been playing off the charts. I'm expecting a little bit of, intrigue. I think the Lakers are going to play well. I think it's going to be really close. I think the Grizzlies are going to pull out that first one. I think this is going to go 7 games, man. The only way it won't go 7 games is if LeBron James and Anthony Davis absolutely play out of their minds. Now, if both of those guys can go out there and give us the numbers they've been giving us and shoot over 50% and don't turn the ball over, this could be a quick series. Because, hey, let's talk about it. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are 2 of the top 75 players of all time. This is when you pull out that resume and you show us what you work. Because we've seen the other big boys come in and do their job in situations like this. Hey, it ain't about what position you got when you a top player that's going for the big ring. It's about getting in and then handling your business. And I think the Lakers are here to handle their business. I really, truly think that they are going to go out there and do their job. I'm saying 7. It could be 6 because I really do think the Grizzlies do have a lot to prove. I think they're going to play well. I think that energy is going to matter. They got the top 2 seed, that number 3 seed for a reason. They played well this season, But at the end of the day, the Lakers are here to do more than just win a playoff series. They are trying to win a ring. It's going to be tough. This is a chance for LeBron to put another stone into that infinity glove. This is a chance for him to power up a little bit more to get closer in that GOAT talk. And the big thing about this is, man, if AD can continue to play the way he's playing, the rest of these guys chip in like they're doing. AR-15, Vanderbilt.
Let's not forget D-Lo. D-Lo.
I'm going to get D-Lo his praise. D-Lo's playing a great point guard. He's not turning the ball over. He's being a great third option for the Lakers out there. And as well as playing with energy, what the Lakers really need at the point guard position. So, I just love what I'm seeing, and I'm excited to see the Lakers go on to the next round.
I can dig it. We both got the Lakers. Ja gonna do his thing. Ja is gonna put up his numbers. He might be the best player in the series.
Ja is gonna destroy Schroeder and AR-15
because Schroeder coming off the bench, so that's gonna be D-Lo gonna get that work.
I'm not gonna lie. These guys are some pretty good players, but Ja Morant is just on another level, man. If he can keep his head in the game, the kid has a chance to be not only great, but one of the all-time great series.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, if they were fully staffed, if they had Steven Adams, I know he ain't the end of the world, but that's enough. That's enough.
I'm not.
I would have gave it to him.
I'm not a homer. If I think we done, we done. If they have Steven Adams,
I know you're not a homer. We are 100% homers. Did you hear how much Bulls talk we just talked at the beginning of the show? Don't you lie to these people like that.
If you go through every season,
we are 100% homers.
I probably wear Lakers and Bulls gear every day.
Yes, we are. Don't you lie to these people like that. These fine folks.
If Steven Adams was the one to play, I would still be picking the Lakers. Let's keep it 100.
And see, I think I would go with the Grizzlies if Steven Adams played.
Yeah, I would have to go with my Lakers.
I think he makes that much of a difference for that particular
team. A healthy
team.
AD and a healthy LeBron, I got to go with them unless they playing against the Phoenix Suns. Now moving on.
Yeah, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. That makes sense. But I just think with Adams, they're dangerous because Jaren Jackson can do more on the defensive end. Now, him being the only guy, foul trouble. That boy going to be sitting just as much as he's standing.
The funny thing is, Jared Adams is the Rick Mahorn of this time. The Jared Dudley. That's what Steven Adams. That's who he is. He's that dirty guy that you don't want to run into. He'll foul you. He's a brick wall. You're not swinging on him.
It's Aquaman.
You're not swinging on Rick Mahorn, bro. You don't want none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like in certain dudes, you're like, hey.
He is the king of the Atlantis, of the Atlanteans, and the king of the Dothraki from Game of Thrones. That man, don't play with that man, man. No don't play with Steven Adams, man. He gonna
they really messed him, man.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's the leader that they need.
Hey, playoffs is a game of attrition, man. Who's still healthy, you know?
No doubt. So, man, this is gonna be a fun playoffs, man.
No doubt, bro.
Moving right along to another team that was successful in a play-in tournament is going on to be a severe underdog. I'm talking about the Milwaukee Bucks and Miami Heat. Those Miami Heat's coming off a tough matchup with the Bulls, heading into a tough series with the Bucks. These two teams seem like they've met often, a lot over the last few seasons. It started off where it seemed like the Heat, that toughness that they brought kind of had the number of Giannis and those Bucks, but now it's like the corner has been turned and the Heat just ain't got it. Bucks, I feel like, are going to roll, and I think I'll give Miami one game. Bucks in 5. What you say, D. Snow?
So I'm not going to say that series is going to be a sweep. Man, get your mops out. They gonna mop them. Get your mops out. Like, bro, I was starting to grow into somewhat of a Bam Adebayo fan. Not gonna lie.
Yes. Talk about that, because don't leave this subject, because I got some Bam talk.
I'm all in this, because I was starting to become somewhat of a Bam fan. He's not a bad player. We watched him get it from the mud. He's one of those guys that kind of just, constantly gotten better, and kind of got on that stage. He's been playing pretty decent, but the way he was abused by the Bulls down low players, the way they went to work against him, oh my God, Giannis is gonna eat his lunch and serve it to whoever else wants some too. That boy finna set up shop and go nuts on Bam. And right now he hungry. He knows what's ahead of him. Just like I talked about with Boston and with Philly, they can't play with their food. They can't go 5 or 6 games with these teams. They know what's waiting for them in the next round. You gotta be the heavy hitter to get to the finals now. The next round is gonna be so tough. So you can't play with your food, and I'm telling you, hey, Giannis is gonna eat. Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. Giannis going for 40. He's going for close to 40 a game, man. He's gonna go crazy against them. And I think, when you look at who else comes off, Wade, what's Dean Wade? And these dudes in trouble, bro. Everybody they better bring Adonis. Hey, Udonis, you better put your uniform on, bro.
And he ain't going nowhere near that court. His name is Udonis Has-Been on this series. You dumbass has-been. That's what they're gonna be calling him for this series after he get done.
One of the funniest jokes under the table jokes we hear all the time is that they got Magnus in the ring. Hey, that final game that he played, this man put up 30. Like, this man ain't playing. He was hitting threes, dunking on people. I'm like, it reminds me of that State Farm commercial. I'm like, is it like a bunch of people inside his body? That is not Adonis Haslam. Hey, mop stick, man. Hey, this is gonna be a quick one. They're gonna handle them. It's gonna go. Yeah. It's gonna be easy.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you on that. I will say this, though, about Bam. One thing I've noticed, and I've been saying to whoever listens, I love Bam. But the Miami Heat are doing that kid a disservice. He is not a center.
Thank you.
As long as they keep him at center, he will never reach his full potential.
Yes, sir.
That man can be a dominant 4. But they are continuing to do him a disservice. He is continuing to get his ass kicked physically. Of course he can't score over these. This man is 6'9", 240. What you expect? He going against 7-footers. He is not a center. He's not. I'm tired of they're trying to conform and make him put this square peg in this round hole. It's not. They're doing him a huge disservice.
Every time Vucevic scored against him, you saw the disappointment in his face because he just couldn't do nothing. Yeah. He was just too big for him.
He's a really good player, but yes, he's out of position.
It was just easy money, Yeah, he's out of position, no doubt.
Yeah, they doing him a huge disservice.
Man, never forget when he blocked that Tatum dunk, man.
I'm a big Bam fan, but that angers me because that's not. To hell with this small ball trying to force this. Like the championship teams are going big. Hey, these champions are going big. Stop trying this small ball stuff, man.
It's hard to play for the Miami Heat, and I think that's why it's hard to get good talent. It's hard. They got a lot of rules, old school rules they won't break. That's why LeBron left. You constantly hear that. He'd still be there if it wasn't for Pat Riley and his rules. So it's going to be tough, man. Bam's still young. Hopefully he doesn't stay there forever because I don't see them winning the ring no time soon. Let's keep it real, you know?
Yeah, I love the combo of Bam and Jimmy, but they keep doing that man a disservice. He will never be who he should be as long as he's.
They got Kyle Lowry about 5 years too late.
Facts. That man need a drink over there on that sideline. he needs some of that Gator Light they've been advertising.
He gave everything he had that first game. He put up 30 off the bench.
Yeah, he's tired now. He's like, look, man, y'all gotta give me like at least 2 games to get my breath, man. I need 2 games to catch my breath, man. This shit's serious, man.
Man, he did all that first game. He was going off. But after that, man, he got grabbing his hand and he looked like an old man. Oh, Miami.
I need a hero. Man.
Ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Hero will be hanging out with his boy Jack Harlow real soon.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments who you got in this series, Milwaukee or Miami. Moving right along to my favorite series, the one I'm most looking forward to. This one has the most intrigue to me. Man, I wish Paul George was playing. I wish we are missing out. We're not getting it as it should be, and because no Paul George, I gotta go with KG, Lord. See what my mind at. Yeah. Gotta go with KD and booking them, man. I gotta go with KD and booking them, and it's another one. I'm still gonna give it 7 games, but no Paul George is gonna be tough for me to give it to the Clip Show. But damn, they gonna fight. What you got, D Snow?
I'm so excited. I don't talk about this series a lot. The reason being, this is the series where I talk about, like, it's so many of my favorite players as a personal fan that play for both of these teams.
Yeah, I love just Paul all George. Mashed it up in there.
I love Paul George. I love Russell Westbrook. I love KD. I love Devin Booker. I don't want to see nobody lose. I can't pick. But I got to. Why? Because we talking hoops, and this is what the show is about.
It's conference finals worthy.
So I got to break my own heart out here and make some decisions because this is how it goes. And let's be honest here, man. If you know me and you hear me talk basketball, I talk Phoenix Suns. Hey, we can go back to the clips. My man made a whole meme about it. Don't you ever disrespect KD. Ever disrespect KD. They are 10-0 as long as Kevin Durant is on the floor with them boys. They have not lost yet. 8. I thought it was 8. It might be somewhere. Okay. But that's just crazy. Like, they have not lost, and it's been games he hasn't played that well. But his presence changes the floor of any game that he's in. And this is the first playoff series that we're getting. You know, Kevin Durant against Russell Westbrook. Bro.
Fire.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. You know they're going to end up on each other a couple times. It's going to happen.
Oh, it's fire.
They got to stick each other by mistake at the pick and roll or something. It's coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited to see what happens when one of them is knocking the other one down. I want to see what's going to happen.
Because let's be real, Westbrook is going to abuse CP3. Hey, let's just be honest. Keep it a buck.
Hey, let me say something, man. Westbrook is going to have his way with CP3. CP3 and Kyle Lowry are 5 years too late for this playoffs. They are great players in their own right, but right now the league has passed them by. And like we both say every week, all Chris Paul has to be is our good friend from San Antonio. And what's his name?
Avery Johnson.
That's all CP3 got to be. Hey, dish that ball and get out the way, CP. But no, man,
for real.
I really think, man, truthfully, I think this is going to be a great series. The one thing I'm excited to see is, I want to see Kawhi try to stick KD. I want to see.
Yes.
Let's see if the claw can lock down this man. Let's see if he can actually slow down what KD brings to the table. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm right here, man. I'm not going to lie. I got to keep it real, man. I think that they got Westbrook a little bit too late. I'm going to go Suns in 5, man. Suns in 5, man. I hate to say it. It hurts me.
I think Russ, that was the perfect spot for him to land. I think it's just.
I think missing PG.
Another team that drew the wrong straw.
I just think missing PG really puts a lot of stress on his game. He's going to play and do his 100%. Thing, but PG is a pure scorer. So what bringing Westbrook did was, people don't notice it, but Paul George was playing a lot of point guard for them. He was really running that offense, bringing the ball up, getting everybody in, and then having to find his shot. Now Russell Westbrook was running the ball. Russell was averaging somewhere between 10 to 15 points. He didn't even care about scoring because he knew all I got to do is get these dudes 30 points apiece. I get my little bit, we going to win. And it was I was excited. So now this is putting a lot more stress on him, but now he's forced to shoot a lot more. Now we saw him, he carried them a couple of games at the end of the season. So let's say this, I'm going to put a caveat in there. If Russell Westbrook comes out and gives us MVP Russell Westbrook, then the series is going to go 7 games. That's what I'm going to say. If Russ comes out there and plays MVP Russ, goes crazy, does his thing, it's going to go 7 games. I still think that Phoenix Suns are going to win it, but Russ has to bring that. I
think he does, and that's why I got it going 7 games.
Yeah, Russ has to bring MVP Russ. If he brings that type of ball game, if he comes to because he's playing at home in front of his home crowd, his family's right there. This is his chance to exercise all of the Los Angeles Lakers demons. This is his chance to go for it all again. This is his chance to prove something to KD. This means a lot to Russell Westbrook if y'all didn't know. So hopefully that, man, I'm excited, man. Y'all know how excited I've been about the playoffs, man, and now we're finally here. We got some intriguing matchups, and this is, like you said, both 4-5s, we might see a fight. We might see a fight in both 4-5 series because, man, these guys are going to be at each other every single game, every single possession.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to be fun, man. This is Western Conference Finals worthy. Out the gate. Out the gate. They ain't not even playing fair out there.
No doubt.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, get them comments. Who you got? Who you got?
Suns in 4. Well, my man.
Suns in 4.
Hey, that's one of the best videos of all time. Him beating the Suns in 4.
For real. Just whoop his man. Suns in 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last series of the first round. And it last but not least, because it don't just get lighter. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about a Minnesota Timberwolves team that they had some turmoil to end the season, but don't you sleep on them. You better not sleep on them. I'm talking about them Denver Nuggets versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a barn burner with this one. This one is going to be fun, man. This one is going to be fun. Rudy Gobert, we had a lot of stuff to say about this man. He done kind of messed up, did some dumb shit, if I'm being totally honest. Mm-hmm. But when he is on his game, when he is on his hoops, he gonna play the Joker a little bit tough. He gonna play the Joker tough. We got Cat back pulling that thing. This is gonna be fun. Don't you sleep on this series, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, I'm still gonna have to go with the Nuggets, and I'm gonna give them 6 games. Nuggets in 6. What you got, Snow?
Man, it's time for me to do what I do, man, and show people
what
my basketball prowess. So I remember back in the day, man, when Mutombo and the Nuggets shocked the world. And for you young NBA fans that don't know, Mutombo and the Denver Nuggets were the first team, number 8 seed, to knock out a number 1 seed.
The Seattle Supersonics.
First time it has ever happened in history that a number 8 seed took down a number 1 seed. And I'll never forget because Mutombo was laying under the basket like, with the ball in his hand. You know that video.
I remember, yeah.
He was so tall. And it was big, man, seeing a number 8, team like that do it. And, hey, I'm going out on a limb, man. I've never been a Denver Nuggets fan. I think they've had a great season. I think right now that
that's true. You've been.
I'm gonna say Minnesota in 6.
Okay.
Minnesota Timberwolves for the first time in I think 8 years, making it to the playoffs 2 years in a row. Finally starting to get some playoff legs under them. We're talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, bro.
Yeah.
What? The Timberwolves, and I thought when they broke up the team and got rid of D'Lo and those guys, I thought they wasn't going to do as well. I didn't expect them to continue to play well, but the other guys stepped up. Cat came back playing, doing his thing.
And shout out to Mike Conley. He playing some good ball.
Oh, no
and he's
doubt,
a leader.
Man. Hey,
a good leader.
And it's just this is the difference between Mike Conley and the other two guys, the aforementioned guys we talked about, CP3 and Kyle Lowry. Conley has always been an athlete, comes from an athlete's family. Conley has always been a pace point guard. He's never been over. He always plays at a certain pace. He still plays at that same pace. So he's able to do that and do his thing, hit open shots, and just play a good point guard. Now, hey, man, that fight might ignite something in them, man. Them having that little dust up at the end, that might have ignited something in them because, like I said, that game against the Lakers, they played very well. Took them to overtime. Had me along the ropes. Then that next game, they came out and they did their job. They just laid it on them. And that's what's important in the playoffs. You gotta show what you're really about and go all the way in. And we're both very, very big Ant-Man fans. Shout out to Ant-Man, finally getting that deal, you know what I'm saying, to get the shoe, getting the commercials, everything that my man John Jay, you need to hit up John Jay. That man was already shooting for you to be a part of Marvel before they did it. He's the one that pitched it. Marvel saw this, and they bought the money to you, bro. So that money, because he said, he was like, that would have been a great promo. But shout out to Ant. We're big Ant fans, and I think this is his chance to showcase who he is, man. And I don't think the moment's too big for him. I don't think the moment's too big for him. I think he's going to play well.
It is not a crazy statement to say that Ant Edwards can be the best player in this series.
Hey,
and I know everybody. I know that the joke is in this series. I know, but it is not crazy to think that Ant could be the best player in this series. That this kid has that dog in him. I am a huge fan.
Mark it down, fans. Timberwolves in 6. That's my upset of the playoffs right there.
I ain't mad at all at it. So we didn't differ on a lot, but here and there, a couple of differences. I had the Nuggets in what did I say, 6 games in this one. I might even go 7, but it's gonna be fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm anxious. I can't wait to see what you guys got to say in these comments. I want to see you guys' picks and who you got advancing. I'm really curious to see. What type of fan base we got? Are y'all emotional? Are y'all intelligent? Let me see.
Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. I like the way that sounds.
We in for a hell of a couple months, ladies and gentlemen. Hell of a
Hold
month.
on to your seats, Lakers fans. We might find ourselves in the finals again. At the Lakers. If the Lakers or the Boston Celtics can win the championship this year, they'll have the most championships ever. We're tied right now. So there's a little more intrigue for you out there.
Dun, dun.
We're coming forward. Hey, I would love to see a Lakers-Boston finals. That would be fun again. That would be fun. I think the better matchup would be the Lakers and probably like a Milwaukee or a Philly. But
it's not my official pick. Although I'm kind of leaning that way when we haven't done official picks, but I wouldn't mind seeing a Milwaukee-Phoenix rematch.
Ooh.
Give me a 50-piece chicken nugget.
And that's why I'm tough right now, man, because, I'm a Laker guy, but I'm the writing on the wall. If Phoenix plays well, man, I think they are going to run through this playoffs and until they get to the tougher teams at the end. But, hey, we'll see.
I also have just this feeling. It could be wrong. Y'all get at me in the comments. Let me know if I'm full of it. But I got this feeling, man. Joel, this is as good a chance to get to the finals, man. Watch out for Joel Embiid. I really believe that. In the head-to-head matchups this season, Philly looked really good. Joel Embiid was the better of the bigs. And he has a really good chance to get to the finals this year.
That jump shot looking real sweet right now.
It is. If they get just a little bit of production out of James Harden, that is a game changer. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let you think.
Yes, sir.
Let you think.
Playoff time is here, baby.
Yes, sir. Before we get out of here and watch this Warriors-Kings game, D. Snow, last word of the day. And I was trying to think, what I got in last word? And it's real quick, tanking. Dallas Mavericks fined $750,000 for tanking. Now, there's chump change to Mark Cuban. You know, he probably pulled that out of his pocket. It's paid already. It ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But, team's been tanking forever. Portland Trailblazers actually did a good job doing it. So, Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban, if you're going to tank again, take notes.
If you ask me,
don't be so blatant with it.
No, Mark Cuban, he was testing. He was testing the water to see what he can get away with, and he got the bread to play with like that. You know,
it didn't hurt him at all.
No, he was testing them, and they had to tap him on the butt to show him that, hey, you can't do that. So,
but as a fan of the game, and I'm one of those with that old school mentality. I care about the integrity. I did not like the move. Yeah. I understand that teams have been doing it forever. I get that. I'm never a fan when other teams do it.
I'm a player for one quarter. Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like,
that was just so blatant. That was a slap in the face.
Not only
and had I been in charge, I would have probably tried to take that pick.
As the player, I'm saying I want to play. Like, no, you're not going to sit me and we're going to tank it and we're going to just pack it up and go home. No, we made it to the finals last season. So, yeah, that was kind of intriguing, but it is what it is. They saw what we all know. They weren't going anywhere with that team and that chemistry, what they had put together. It wasn't going to work. So, I mean, but like you said, it's a better way to do things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us know in those comments what you thought about that whole situation. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, from us here at the On My Hopes podcast, we love you. And we're going to get on with y'all next week.
Have a great week out there, y'all. Enjoy this basketball. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. On My Hoops, we here to stay. We love y'all. Stay safe out there, everybody.
Yes, sir. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Peace.